Hello and welcome to this 8th episode. I think it's 8. Yeah, we're going backwards now. I just basically just recording these.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Yo. Just take them all.
In our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh, like that.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah. Just since he's on speed.
Yes, I love that video.
Great. Lovely to know.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room though, a solid room.
Yeah, never been here.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Yeah. Pretty sure that area is blocked off.
Our second figure. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
No idea.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more
Exit.
memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh yeah, this collectibles.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember thinking of that then.
Yeah.
The time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Great.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yes, the one I was stuck in.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed
Great, it's raining.
decision with profound confidence. I mean, somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became meditative. I came up with, well, I got the character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. You make the decisions and you decide which way to go.
Oh.
I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. I did everything Stanley did. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
So that's the rain. I felt we missed it. Wow.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run at the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I will tell the story. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes. Okay. Loading. Ah, yes.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I'm not taking the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into a staircase, Stanley went upstairs to his boss's
I don't know if this is going to be the same. Is this the same?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator.
This is different.
That kind of anxiety isn't worth it.
Shush.
Even next for a few moments with some
What?
fun new age music.
Okay, I can see it now. That's...
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passage.
Yeah. Indeed. Anyway, yes. This seemed to be different. Because that was a different line than I've heard before.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yeah.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, I just want to see it with you because I know there's something different.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
Fired.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Pirates. Look at that moments on that pirate of the game.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Great.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert it.
Off. There. So, it is quite... Because I'm trying, because like I said, to go through the game again. So...
Darkness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Imagine.
Or perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
If I can.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the lunar path before him. This was exactly the way the things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That's good. Nothing else changed into that dialogue, so I was that for nothing. Great. No, imagine. Okay. Screw off bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Right.
he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Java key card. Oh, you can escape this. Oh. Okay.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. I'm sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Great, and you flew some game. This is definitely different.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting.
I just want
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible.
I don't know what to do. Because you can't jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
But have I tried that door? I think I have. I'm gonna try
I
again.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just checking random things to see what happened. Because I know.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
Yeah.
You find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished loading this section of the map.
Let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps, is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
That's pink. Input received. Is there something different? Hang on. It says input received.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. If I keep on resetting the game, then that input will go to full. Okay, I reset it like 2 more times, but nothing happened.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. He'll be coming to a staircase.
I don't know what to do else in this game, so I think to end this series here. Thank you all so much for watching. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.